Hey guys, what's going on? Hala Pablo. I'm going to do a short video today on Kadena and Solana, however you say it. Solana, there's an A at the end. Okay. And Kadena. All right. Yeah, these two tokens. I know we're in the midst of doing a series on traumatized tokens, but I wanted to just do a little pause here. I've been getting requests for Kadena. And when I think of Kadena, I automatically think of Solana. Now, Kadena, as far as I know, isn't a traumatized token per se, meaning it hasn't been specifically targeted by the SEC, as far as I know. In fact, I think that there's one of the developers or someone involved in the production or the protocol or whatever it is with Kadena used to be connected to the SEC. So I think that there's some links there. So you would think that they would know how to stay out of trouble, but who knows nowadays? Anything is possible in this crazy market right now. Both of these coins are very, very similar. And real quick, I want to go into just a brief overview on the two. I think we need to keep our eyes on both. I certainly am keeping my eyes on Solana. I'm a Solana guy. I'm just going to come out and say it. I like Solana. I love Solana. I've used Solana extensively in the past on dexes like, for example, what is it, Radium? I think I was on Radium. Radium was good. Yeah, I made some money on there. They had some good APRs on Radium. The gas fees are like pretty much non-existent. They're just so cheap. Solana is very fast. But then we had that debacle, where Solana didn't do too well. It had a steep sell-off, and there's always been security issues. That's the only thing with Solana right now. Now Kadena, on the other hand, is definitely a rival, and it's fast. It's faster than Solana. I've heard it's like 10 times faster. It's also cheaper, and it's got more of a security base than Solana. But Solana, I think, in difference to Kadena, Solana's got a larger ecosystem, and there's more there's more decentralized applications that you can run on it and things like that. Where for like finance, and also Solana's getting into the gaming industry, the Web3 gaming industry right now. I don't know what Kadena is doing. I think that they can both coexist side by side, like Pepsi and Coke, like Honda and Toyota. I've never been one to pick sides, kind of like XLM and XRP. I think they're both valid players, and they're gonna play a part when all this blows over. So this here is a little just overview of Kadena versus Solana. The battle for blockchain supremacy, and it just goes and tells the difference. I think it's worth looking at both and DCAing in both if you have the means to do so. That's really what all this is about. Now, use cases, Solana is more for decentralized finance, which may be why the SEC is targeted, why it's had more hardship than Kadena, whereas Kadena is more like it's also finance. You could do financial transactions on it, but it's more like supply chain management and security. So we see Kadena versus Solana. Winner, which should you buy? It's basically both. The consensus, Solana runs off proof of history, whereas Kadena runs off proof of work, scalability. I think maybe Solana may have a larger scalability. You could do more things on it. Launch date was the same. Market cap, Solana has a larger market cap for sure. Adoption is high on Solana. I think more people are using adoption. More people are using Solana than Kadena. So I think it's both. I think it's worth it to look at both, which is what we're going to do now. At the technical aspect of it, I have these two side-by-side charts. It's Kadena on the left and my left, and Solana over here on the right. And they're quite similar, although Solana has had more trauma. You see this steep sell-off here. This was back when when they had that security breach in their wallets, and I think it was Phantom Wallet. I remember I had Phantom Wallet. I remember when it happened, it scared the hell out of me, and that was after everything that was going on with FTX and Luna and Celsius and all that. Remember those? That was crazy, man. So I think that is partially to blame for this steep sell-off that went through trading range support and this redistribution range right here. Both came out of this redistribution with the UTAD at the end. Here's the UTAD for Kadena. Here's the UTAD for Solana. But whereas Solana just smashed right through support and went all the way down to remitigate the lows, Kadena came back, didn't go quite as far, and had a double bottom here, and came back up and retested trading range support. Whereas Solana said, "Screw it, I'm going down. I'm going deep sea fishing." So, and then we've had a slow bleed off. Of course, it didn't. It failed. It couldn't break. It couldn't get back up into the range where the redistribution was, and so it had a slow bleed out. Kadena. Here's what I think, guys. They're both going to the same place, like so many of these other tokens. Just others are getting there faster. Like Solana got there a lot faster than Kadena. Kadena has still yet to remitigate the lows. What do I mean by that? So we had this prior low here, back in. What was that? August of 2021. That was the low, and then we've touched the top of that supply block right now, where we currently sit at 48 cents, and it can go deeper. It can go deeper, and it probably will. I actually see this going down more. This is Kadena, so if you wanted to just buy in, DCA this, I would wait a little bit. You could start, everything is DCAable right now, in my opinion. Everything is just like for the most part. I can't think of any crypto that's like not at fire sale prices right now. According to where it's going to go, where I see these cryptos in another year and a half from now, when we're going to be in the next bull run, theoretically. But I think we can go down lower, and if we start buying in now, again, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Now, if you're interested in these things, you could start DCAing by all means. I just think you're going to get better prices the longer we wait. I think we're on the heels of a recession, and we're gonna see some more bleed out, and we could go back down and remitigate the lows here for Kadena, which would be about 30 cents, 31 cents. So anywhere between here and 31 cents, just start DCAing if that's something you're interested in. Solana, we've already mitigated. Like I said, we came down here, we had this terminal shakeout, and then we came back up. Now, look at the volume metrics here. Let me go ahead and shrink this a little bit. Look at the volume metrics for Solana. We are definitely seeing smart money absorption. So Solana got down a lot faster because of the security breach and the FUD that was generated. It was able to go down to the mitigation point a lot quicker than, Kadena's just taken the long way. It's in this long downtrend, this, regression trend going down. But Solana's already there, and it bounced and it came back. Now, I want you to see these big supply bars. See, now this is effort versus result. This is classic Wyckoff right here. Got all this, you see this huge supply bar, but then really not a lot of, that brought us down to the bottom of this mitigation point, and then it just kind of meandered a little bit. It hit the bottom again, and then it attempted to come back up and rally. Now look at this large demand. This is buy power here, but it brought it back up. Now, what these two very, very large efforts, one in supply and one in demand, did without propelling it back up into the redistribution range, trading range, what it did was it established a new range down here. And this is where smart money has been absorbing this coin here in this range, which happens to be the mitigation point of the prior lows. See how it comes back and touches this area here. So this whole area here is where smart money is absorbing this coin. Careful not to go too high, and careful not to go too low. And the reason I know it's absorbing is we're seeing both supply and demand decreasing within this narrow range. See how small and narrow this spread has gotten? And here we attempted to rally. We had this slightly above average volume spike here, but it failed to produce any kind of rally to break out of this accumulation zone, or this absorption zone, I should say. And so now we're basically hugging the very, very top of this zone here. Now, it is quite possible that we're going to go back down. I don't think Solana is going to break back up to the upside. I think it's because of this. Usually when you have this kind of gargantuan demand effort here, look at these two spikes, and this is all it did. So with that kind of effort, you would expect a big result. See, effort and result should coincide. You shouldn't have a large effort and small result. But this is what we have here. And if we have a large bull effort in the buy volume, but a meager result in the price action, that is usually weakness. That shows that there's basically no demand or there's no value above a certain area. So you got all these people bidding on this. Think of like being at an auction. You got everyone raising your auction cards, bidding on it, bidding on it, bidding on it, but nobody wants to go above a certain price. Once we go above a certain price, like 29 cents, then all the bidding stops. So the bulk of the bidding is here in this area, but it fails to produce any sizable rally. So back down into the mitigation zone we go to absorb more Solana. So it just really depends on what's going to happen in the next few days. But I think we're going to go back down into the zone here. And by all means, I would be accumulating Solana. Now's a prime time to do it. I think Solana is going to be a major player. I think there's a lot of good news coming out. I think that there's a lot of potential, and definitely with the games, with the Web3 decentralized games, Solana's got a bright future, as does Kadena. Kadena, however you say it. I don't know why I have problems saying Kadena. I don't know. Maybe it's the Spanish in me. But anyway, all right, guys, that's about it. We've gone over well over 10 minutes, so it's time for me to sign off. I hope you got a little bit of something off this. And if these charts are helpful to you, if you like my technical analysis, no nonsense analysis, I don't shill. I just tell it as it is, and I don't talk about stuff that I myself am not willing to put my own money in. So if you appreciate that kind of technical analysis and crypto news, then yeah, I'd appreciate a like, subscribe, so you be sure to get more updates, and be sure to check out my charts on TradingView, 80 to 85% win rate. The links are down in the I pinned them up on the top of the comments section down. So hope to hear from you soon. Hope this is fruitful and beneficial, and we'll talk to you guys soon. All right, take care. Have a good day. Bye-bye.